I can't believe I'm back with another video already. I'm so proud of myself. I'm really actually excited about this look because I don't think I've ever really done a look like this. So today's look is all about cranberry tones all over. So this was inspired by a recent picture I saw of Hailey Baldwin. She had these beautiful kind of cranberry colors on her lids and her lip. I was like, you know what, let's do it. This is a super easy look to do. It really brings out all of your features. So I hope you guys have fun trying this out. If you're new to my channel, my name's Eman, by the way. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before we get started and turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss any videos from me. All right, let's get into this look. I'm gonna be starting with the eyes today because I really want this look to focus on just the eyes. I personally love it when I watch tutorials and the person in the tutorial happens to use an eyeshadow palette that I own. It's the best thing because then I know I can copy it exactly. So I'm gonna give you guys a few options of different palettes that can totally work for this look. All we're really going for are like cranberry bronzy colors on the eyes. So the Urban Decay Naked Heat, this is a great option. It has all of the perfect colors to create this look. All of these colors will work great. These right here. Another option, this is a limited edition palette, but it is still available at Sephora. I made sure before I pulled it out. It is the NARS Wanted palette. This is a beautiful palette and it also has all of these same tones, kind of the cranberry, bronzy shades. Another option is, which is probably the one that I'm gonna be using today, it is the brand new Urban Decay Back Talk palette. It has all of these same kind of cranberry and bronze tones. So these are the shades that we're gonna be working with. I think this is the palette that I'm gonna use for today. It's perfect and it also has beautiful highlight colors and it also has all of these beautiful blush colors as well. Feel free to use whatever you have to make it work for you. And I'm gonna bring you guys in nice and close so you can see everything I'm doing. So the first thing I'm going to do is eyeshadow primer. I'll be using this one from NARS. This is probably one of my favorite eyeshadow primers. It is the smudge proof eyeshadow base. I love all of NARS's products and their packaging, but the only thing I hate is whenever you get a brand new one of their products, the black cap gets dirty right away. I haven't even used this yet and it's already dirty. The reason I love this eyeshadow primer is it goes on white, but it dries clear. So it can work with any eyeshadow colors that you're using. And it just has this really nice silky texture to it. So it just glides right on and it makes every eyeshadow stick to it. So you know that if you're doing like a super smoky eye, this is gonna make the eye makeup last all night. You could probably fall asleep in it. I definitely don't recommend that, but if you do, you could probably fall asleep in it and wake up the next day and your eyeshadow will still look good. I'm not gonna lie, that's happened to me a couple of times. So the reason that I really love this palette from Urban Decay is because you could actually use the blushes on your eyes as well. So this pinky tone, it is pretty matte. It's called Double Take. And I'm using this color as my crease color because it has kind of a pink undertone to it. It's gonna work really well with all of the cranberry colors that we put on the eyes. So I don't know, I'm just playing around, guys. We'll see, hopefully this works. And what I really love to do for smoky looks like this is I start by applying the color in my crease first. So I'm using a blending brush and I'm really kind of just pushing that blush in my crease. So you guys could see I'm getting that color just basically in the socket. But then once I have that, then whatever is left on my brush, I like to go out and blend up and blend outwards. That's what gives you that smoky eye effect. And I never start with too much color on my brush. I always start with a little bit. I usually tap a lot of it off and then I just like to build slowly, so then that way it doesn't get out of hand. Because that can definitely happen when you're doing more intense eye looks. I want to show you guys the inspiration picture of a Hailey Baldwin one more time so you can see that she has these beautiful cranberry tones, and it's a little bit lighter on her top lid and then darker along the lower lash line, and her lip actually kind of matches as well. I'm taking this color right here, Attitude, and I'm packing that color onto my lid, and I'm basically just gonna work this up to the crease color, but I don't want this going too high up because it is shimmery, and I'm always very careful when it comes to shimmery shadows. I don't like applying shimmery shadows in the crease because I feel like that just doesn't look good. Look how gorgeous this color is. If you have hazel eyes, green eyes, blue eyes, these tones really bring out your eye color. And of course, if you have brown eyes, anything works. You're just lucky that way. But these kind of reddy tones, cranberry tones, really make those eye colors pop. And if you get fallout, it does not matter. We don't need to worry about it because we're still gonna do our foundation after. This is what I really love about this eye look, is that you can do it really quickly. I'm just gonna take my makeup wipe. I already have fallout, but that's okay. I'm just gonna sweep that away. Next, I am taking WTF, this color right here, which is a nice, beautiful matte color. And I did switch brushes because now that we're going into brown shades and my first brush has the cranberry shades, sometimes those two shades, if you mix them together, can get very muddy. So you do want to be careful. That's why I am using a clean brush now that I switch colors. And I'm using the more bronzy tones for the lower lash line. So this is pretty much exactly what Hailey had. So you can tell that the top lid colors were more cranberry and the bottom colors were definitely a bit more bronzy. And I personally love making this part a little bit thicker. I think that's what makes the eyes just look super smoky and sultry. And then when I come to the outer corner, I just take my brush and I kind of just flick up just really gently, and this blends the top and bottom together and just kind of naturally gives the shape to the eye. And of course, we're still gonna do concealer and everything, so it's gonna clean up underneath here, and it's actually gonna take away some of the thickness of the eyeshadow, so it's okay if it's a little bit thicker right now. Continuing the bottom lash line, I want to add a little bit of highlight tones in there as well, just like Hailey has. So I'm gonna take the cranberry color, Attitude, and then mix it a little bit with maybe a couple of these shimmery shades. I'm gonna pop those in the inner corner to get a little bit of shimmery kind of vibes in there. And then along the outer corner, I'm gonna take the really dark bronze color from the palette, 180, and use that to just darken the outer corner. I'm not bringing this all the way in, I'm only bringing this about halfway in, and then I'm going back with my blending brush and just blending that all together so it doesn't have any harsh lines. I'm taking the lightest color from the palette, this one right here, 3 sheets, which is the perfect nude cleanup color, and I'm applying this just underneath my brows along my brow bone. And the reason I say cleanup color is because if you just do this step, it'll make your eyeshadow just look so much cleaner. So I just like to apply this around the edges so everything else just looks super blended. Next, you want to take any brown eyeliner for your waterline. I'm using this one from Marc Jacobs, and I'm going to apply this pretty heavily. There's quite a bit of color already there just from all of the eyeshadows that we applied. So that's totally okay, but I am gonna go in with this liner, you guys. Do not hold back because this is what's going to make your eyes really stand out. You can definitely do a black if you want. Sometimes I feel like a beautiful golden brown, especially with these type of colors, just looks so pretty. Time for lashes. I've been loving these Allure lashes lately. I've been using them in so many videos. I'm using these ones from the Vlogger series, and it's the Nicole Guerrera collection. And those are the lashes. I'm gonna do a really quick foundation, concealer, powder application and get straight to blush, cheeks, and lips. For bronzer today, I'm trying out the brand new bronzer from the Jennifer Lopez Inglot collection. So it's pretty matte. And I think I'm gonna copy the same lip that Hailey has, even though normally I would probably go for something a little bit lighter, but I'm gonna try to get as close to her lip color as possible. Let's do cheeks, and I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna use the same Urban Decay. I'm gonna play around with these blush colors here, and then for highlighters, I'm gonna pop my brush into both of these to get a little bit of that warm iridescent tone. You don't have to use a bunch of different products for this. You could just use one palette to pretty much do it all. These are so pretty. Oh, I love that. And the powder that I use is the Maybelline powder, which is super matte. So I feel like when I use that powder, I do love it, but I definitely need to use a highlighter because it's really matte. These are beautiful. This is a really great palette, you guys. If you like these eyeshadow tones, if you like these blush tones, I think you can have a lot of fun with this palette. And you're getting a lot for your dollar. I'm not sure how much this palette is, but I'm sure it's like most of the Urban Decay palettes. They're probably around 50 bucks, I think. But you're getting 2 blushes, 2 highlighters, a whole eyeshadow set. So you're getting quite a bit. So I am gonna blot my lips first just to get all that color off, so the color I apply doesn't look too dark. This is from Flower. This is kind of nude, pinky nude. This is called Soft Berry. That's perfect because we did want something that's kind of like a cranberry tone, so. I don't want this to be too heavy. So I think I'm just gonna go in with my finger actually. So I'm just pressing it in, and this actually has a really beautiful texture. It just melts down to be really matte. Now I'm just gonna go in, just perfect the edges. I actually love how matte this is, so I'm going to try this out. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I do find that the color is just a tiny bit too dark, so I'm gonna take a little powder brush and I'm gonna try this first with the Maybelline powder. This is just the powder that I use to set my makeup. Just wanna see how this looks over the lip, just to kind of lighten it a bit. I think that kind of does the trick. Another option, let's see if this works. I'm going to take the lightest color from the palette, which is matte. Yeah, I like this actually. I actually love the way this lip color turned out. It's really pretty with the eyes. I probably would have never picked this lip color, so thank you, Hailey Baldwin, for the inspiration. I hope you guys love this makeup. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. If you haven't added me on Instagram yet, I'm starting to post there a lot more now, so be sure to add me at Eman. A lot of you guys were asking about this necklace in my last video. So this is from Sophie Ratner Jewelry. I'm gonna link her for you guys below. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so happy to be back and kind of getting back in the groove, and thank you so much for all of the amazing comments and the really positive response on my last video. I love you guys. If you haven't seen it, it kind of explains where I've been in the last little while. I'm gonna link it for you guys right here. I love you guys, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye.